Isaiah 60 and 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The nation shall see and be confounded. This is Micah 7 and 16. The nation shall see and be confounded at all their might. They shall lay their heads upon their mouths. Their ear shall be deaf. They're not going to want to hear this truth of the Bible. Isaiah 14 and 26. This is the purpose that is proposed upon the whole earth, and this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. Matthew 24 and 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and they shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right? 1 Chronicles 16 and 24. Declare his glory among the heathen, his marvelous works among the nations. Psalms 96 and 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols. The Lord made the heavens. Zechariah 12 and 9. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. Zechariah 14 and 3. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations, and when he fought in the day of battle. Psalms 9 and 17. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God, the God of Israel. Psalms 22 and 28. For the kingdom is the Lord's, and he is the governor among the nations. Psalms 47 and 3. He shall subdue the people under us, and the nations under our feet. Who? He shall subdue the people under us, and the nations under our feet. Psalm 67 and 2. That thy way may be known upon earth, thy saving health among all nations. Jeremiah 6 and 18. Therefore hear, ye nations, and know, O congregation, the children of Israel, what is among them. So you're supposed to understand God's coming to judge the earth. Know what's among you. Isaiah 40 and 17. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. Psalms 9 and 20. Put them in Pharaoh, Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Selah. Jeremiah 10 and 7. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee does appertain, for as much among all the wise men of the nations, and in all their kingdom there is none like unto thee. Psalms 98 and 9. Before the Lord, for he comes to judge the earth. With righteousness shall he judge the world, and the people with equity. Psalms 96 and 13. Before the Lord, for he comes to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness and the people with his truth. Is he coming to judge you with your philosophies and your vain opinions and your emotions? No, he's coming to judge you with his truth. So you better get this truth now and repent. Psalms 96 and 13. Before the Lord, for he comes to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness and the people with his truth. Zechariah 8 and 16. These are the things that you shall do. Speak ye every man truth to his neighbor, and execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates. And if you feel like he's not coming to judge the nations, Isaiah chapter 8, verse 8 and 9. And he shall pass through Judah, he shall overflow, and go over. He shall reach even to the neck, and the stretching out of his wings shall fill the breadth of thy land, O Emmanuel. Remember, he comes with healing in his wings. Associate yourselves, O you people, and you shall be broken in pieces, and give ear, all ye of far countries. Gird yourselves, and you shall be broken in pieces. Gird yourselves, and you shall be broken in pieces. Take counsel together, and it shall come to naught. Speak the word, and it shall not stand, for God is with us. All right? For the Lord spoke thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people. Say ye not a confederacy to all them that whom this people say a confederacy. Neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid. Sanctify the Lord of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread. And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling, and for a rock of offense to both the house of Israel, for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Please seek God and understand the Bible. God is coming to judge the earth. All right? He's coming to judge the nations. He's coming to save his children who he's judged and gave them 2 times the punishment. All right?